Hello, hello, hello. My name is Jack Blade and welcome back to my channel. And today we're playing News Cycle again. This is episode 3 of the beginner's guide that we've been working on here. And last time we worked a lot on the survival mechanics, making sure that we have enough water and food and houses and power and all of that stuff so that we can expand our population without getting stomped by it. And one of the things that we were doing was we built this up, the paper mills, or lumber mills that make paper rather. And those are super important because today we will be focusing on what we talked about the last time, how this game is kind of split into two parts, where you have the survival village like management mechanics, which we focused on last time, and then you have the like Frostpunk, Factorio, uh, industry automation part that we will be focusing on today. That's the second part. So we'll first go in here and we'll make sure that we have technology being developed. Paper has been developed and we have the technical bootcamp, which is also important. But what we do need now is, let's see, we're gonna need paper for that. So let's start with getting this is the important part because this is how we can get infinite stone, clay, and sand, which is super important for a lot of like later game stuff. So we want to have that because it also means that we can um, remove some of the people from here. So one part that I really want to focus on as well, because we set up a lot of storage last time. So we have that prepared. And this time we kind of want to work on uh, to make sure that we can upgrade a lot of what we're doing and do that when it's. And this is important. This is a rule of thumb for everything. Like, if you scale up or upgrade a building when that's possible, like we don't have the tech for it or whatever, but upgrade when prepared, not when it's possible. So just because we have the technology for some of the stuff here, if we look in the, let's see, yeah, let's say that we want to have more smiths. We shouldn't do that until we know that we have everything prepped for it. Like, say that we want to double our tool production, right? Then we have to first look at, okay, we make 90 iron ingots every day. Currently, we are producing 0. We are mining 0 iron, right? So, because there's no available resource, which means that this is about how much iron we have, right? Let's see, do we actually have any iron that I can build campus up for? We do have a few things. Those are all out, right? So what I can do, make sure that we have iron, is I will place one over here, and I will place one over here, so I can prep for us getting more tools and like all that kind of stuff. Let's have one over here, right? And then I'm gonna go to normal speed so we actually start building stuff. Actually, let's be at twice speed. We have made 400 paper. That is great. And let's see, have we placed out to build a technical bootcamp? We have not. So let's do that, because technical bootcamps are really important. So I'm gonna place it here. I think that's in the utilities. Technical bootcamp, there we go. So I want that, and I want it like front and center, because this is gonna be one of our more important buildings. It lets us upgrade to second and third level of population. So we want the technical bootcamp, and we want to make sure that it is a good place. And as you can see, our iron stock is just going down. Like, it's not standing a chance. Can we even, do we have, yeah, we need to get wooden logs. Where can I I can actually, let's lower this. I don't necessarily need that at full capacity. So this is what I talked about before as well, like balancing our population. You don't always have to have the full capacity, right? Like we need 7 a day, we're making 32. Why are we having the full amount over here? Exactly. Let's actually lower this. We don't need that much of it. We have over 1,000 stored up. So we give ourselves some population to use. And once we have some of these places set up, we can, what's it called? See here, I would like to place out a resource like a field camp over here as well, because we can get some of the wood that's over here, right? So right now we're consuming 28 logs per day, and we are gathering 12, which is like a very, very off balance. So let's go back and run the game and see how it balances out here. Because same thing with these, we're running them at full capacity because we're gonna need so much paper, and I've set the storage to store 10,000. Request for betterment. What do they want? Increased ration sizes. Yeah, we don't want criminals. Bigger portions. We just fixed this building. So what we can do, I'm not going to do that now, but we can put people in here. And see, we can fill these slots up. Boom. And then I click start training, and it will train craftsmen. And there's a chance we get that they succeed in getting promoted. And then they pop up here. And then we have to fulfill their needs separately from the working class. So that's also something to keep in mind. Like, are you prepared for that? Like, they're gonna eat more, they're gonna use more resources. Like, they're generally more advanced and are more effective. You need them for higher level buildings, but at the same time, are you rushing that, or should you chill and focus on just getting stuff set up first? And I'm always in favor of slow down, make it work for you, not against you. So let's see, what do we have here? How's the food looking? We are making plenty of food. We do not need, we can turn these off for now, so that we don't waste resources. Let's see. They have been built, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with filling this place up. Perfect, we get 36 iron per day from this. And that's super important because we were running out. And then over here, we do need logs, so I'm gonna place 2 in here. So we get another 12 per day. There you can see, now we actually get some logs. And this is just balancing out the resources so that we can do this right. And we have also developed this. Then look at what else can we develop. Let's start up here. Now we have everything we can. So let's just go through and develop all of this. So it's gonna run there in the background while we're doing other stuff. And now, let's see. We have let's check here. We have built all of this. We've made sure to set up everything. We need to set up the new stuff. Yes. So where do you want the pit? And if we look in the layers, because we don't want to mess with some of these layers, right? Wind layer, mining layer, oh, that's fine. Fertility layer, yeah, we don't want to put a bunch of pits on top of where we want to put farms later, and drilling layers, we don't want to mess with where the oil is. So I think here, if we check again, yeah, it's fine. So if I just grab pits, and I want to have, let's start with 1, right? But I want it's gonna be full here. Combing the wasteland. What have popped up now? You can't keep relying on straight routes. Fine. I'm listening. Looking for small invoice. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, okay. So what they just gave us was here in actions. We can go over spreading the words. So this will help us get better attraction so that we get a higher chance of getting large groups of settlers to join us, which is great for growing a population quickly. And once again, make sure that you're prepped for that population growth. Let's see. We now have that under construction. And in production, we also unlocked the kiln. And I don't want the kiln to be in the same location, but I want them to be close. So once again, let's check fertility layers over there, drilling layers there. So I have in between these. I can place them here without having to worry too much. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place one here. Okay. I'm gonna place one there, and boom. Time is gonna pass. And we're getting some iron now, we're getting some logs, it's coming in. Very happy about that. Perfect. Because we really need this paper. And once we have stocked up a lot of it, we can turn this off or at least chill with them a little bit. So we've developed that. Next thing is this. So let's start that. So we just keep developing everything. We have gotten 15 population now. So I'm gonna tell these guys, hey, can you guys start collecting? I'm just gonna tell 5 here, hey, start collecting clay. So that I can stock it up. And I'm gonna actually place a second pit immediately. And I'm gonna let's grab a road and have that go across. Cause then I can have another 2 over here later. And probably a third over here. So we're gonna have a bunch of holes going into the earth over here. And one of the reasons why I want to have this set up pretty quickly and have it done is because that means that we can just stockpile this stuff even if we aren't producing anything with it right now. Same thing here, I would want to actually set this up but not in a maximum capacity because we don't need it yet. The only reason we would need it for, let's see, is over here in the kale yard, right? Because we kind of also want to start this up. Like all of this is popping up now. We just want to take advantage. You can see we have these symbols. We're looking for that. We want a good amount. You can see how it grows on the left side. Like, okay, how good is this place to use? And you're never going to get like perfect. Not really. So something to keep in mind is that when you're placing these, that you have as much as possible, but you don't necessarily need to stack everything together. Like I can place one here because here's 3, right? So I can have that and I can go like this because that means I know I can fit 2. Can I fit a third one? I cannot. Can I flip it and have 3? I cannot. So you can see I can have 2 farms over here. I'm just gonna make sure that we have a road that connects here. And I'm gonna leave some space here, and I can place like houses and other stuff here later. Right, stuff that helps in general. And now let's see, what else do we have in production? Small work hall, soup kitchen, lumber mill. That's the first level. We have the smelter unlocked, but we can't build it. That's the upgrade of the forge. It's an upgrade of this. Okay, we can build a scout skill now. So let's go to utilities. We can build this. We're really not going to be able to utilize it properly until later. But let's have it built. I'm gonna have it built over here. Group of travelers. 7 workers. Awesome. That's great. That's what we really want here. So let's pause again just quickly. I have 5 there. And I want these to collect stone. I'm gonna have 5 of you guys here, and they collect 6 per day. Which then alleviates these guys. Like, they are collecting so much stone every day, it's insane. But those stones will roll out. There's only 825 left. So one of the things that we want to make sure is that we have a place that is actually really well prepared to fulfill the need for stone that we will have later. Oh, it's a sandstorm. Minus 35% workforce. Yeah, don't like that. Okay, let's check. We should have, yeah, exactly. We have this over here. Let's get that in. Can actually, let's not. But we can fill up. Where's the other one that I placed down? Over here? Yeah. And fill this up as well, so we get more logs. We placed down here. There's 1,000 wood according to this, so I'm gonna fill up because we need a lot of that. This is like here, it's a finite amount of wood, and here is, on this map, it's a pretty low amount in general. There we go, and I've pretty much used up the population that we got, right? So something to keep in mind is like, okay, now they are actually eating. Let's see, they are, yeah, eating more than we are producing. So something that I need to do then is I can chill with this because I have a few thousand now, so I'm gonna blow both of these down to having just 2, and then place in here. And what do we produce? We will start producing vegetable, and we have the water, but I do want to make sure that we there we go. I want to make sure that we have and I actually use the meat and use the mushroom. Like our natural resources that do renew over time, I want to focus on that. Um, and the thing is that the water itself is not necessarily uh, usable. Let's have one of you that just collects vegetables, and one of you that collects. Uh, okay, I'm out. Okay, that makes more herbs, because remember we had one collection thing over here that collected all the herbs that they could, but we are out. So let's move you guys over here. You make more. Then I make 31 herbs per day, which is also something we need. And let's see. This should be going, right? Now we have, how does it look for people down here? Yeah. They seem pretty happy as well. We can slow down a little bit. Let's check in here. What does our distribution look like? Yeah, we are easily keeping up with like giving them the highest level of water distribution. And our morale, pretty good. It puts our efficiency at 70%, which is perfectly fine for now, because we don't have health, security, clothing. Stuff that isn't available yet is not going to affect the, what's it called? It's not going to affect the, man, where did my language go? It's not going to affect the happiness or morale of the population. And having the morale up is so important. Because as you can see from some of the events, they're kind of like hinting that, hey, the fact that the morale isn't, or the fact that we are in a post-apocalyptic world means that people are giving up. Like, it's a constant threat. We lost people here? People died? I think people died. Let's get you up to full capacity. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So now we are hunting. That's good. Don't have a lot of resources left though. So we gotta keep an eye on that as well. So we can let the well resources exhausted. Yeah, but that's what there was only one water node in here. Yeah, that makes sense. It just means that we have to wait for it to rain or snow or like be winter and then thaw for us to get more water from that well. It doesn't mean that it's broken. So let's see. Uh, our development here is done. Mine surveying. Start research because I really want to set up mines. And I want to set up clothes production. Like we have a lot unlocked that we could technically uh, start researching, but it doesn't really matter until we can't really do anything with the uh, world map yet, not until we get to this region improvement. Until then, we can only go. Let's see, we have unlocked it, right? It's done. So when we have some population, we can create some scout teams, and I will show you what the world map looks like and how it works. I'm gonna go up to speed again and let it run for a little bit because I want to see how our resources look. We're starting to deplete our meat, and that's also something that will get fixed over time, and especially later when we start getting cattle farms and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see. How is our population? How's our housing? We have plenty of houses, yeah. Yeah, we built so many houses last time, it's gonna be no problem. So, yeah, their merchant has arrived, ready for barter. What do you want to trade? Oh, that's perfect. Basic tools. Let's go like that. I'm selling 25 tools. How much meat can I get for that? Let's go for another. How much do I need to sell to get all of your meat? Let's see. I need to sell so much. I don't have enough tools to be able to sell. Let's chill out a little bit then. And fix this so that it is yeah, because values change depending on how much you buy as well. So let's just I can confirm that it's going to be fine. That's the best trade I can do. So I'm just gonna do that trade and then it's done. So we get some more meat before we start switching over to using vegetables because that's an entirely, we grow that ourselves, so that's an entirely renewable resource. So we want to have a lot of that. They just take a lot of population to run. So let's see. We have that. Our development is almost done. There we go. Now we rely on the fact that we're producing so much food to fix this. And we can build basic mine that can drain copper, iron, and ore, I think. Let's pause because we want to get tailor and clothes unlocked. And then let's go into utilities. And let's see here. No, sorry, resources. Basic mine. Here we go. So here's one mine. We don't know what's in here until we've made this. So something, oh, there's a third. So let's go. I want to actually have all three of you there. I think that's gonna be fine. And then I can go in here. You can see it takes a bit of resources. Oh, that actually takes brick. Okay. Either way, let's build the mine and start shutting up deposits. Because then I can have like if this all of this is just iron, then I can set it to just iron. If I have 3 different resources, I need 3 different mines to get all the resources. So that's also something to keep in mind, to have space around these mining places for your mines. And also later, because we're gonna have conveyor belts and stuff running out of these, that you actually have space for those conveyor belts. All right. What else was it? We need to look at. Don't have anything here yet. Kiln, forge, smith, soup kitchen. The tailor is being unlocked. Yeah. All right. So for now, let's just see this being built up. Oh yeah, I was thinking of increasing the production of this stuff. So how many do you need? You can go as full there, and I can increase here as much as possible. First step to industry. What do you want? Yeah, they're talking about our mines. Yeah, it's talking a little bit about what I just explained. Build a basic mine. Yeah, so exactly. It wants us to do exactly what we are doing. So actually, let's bring you back and make a scout team. There we go. It hasn't updated. We are called Camp Jack. And now let's go to the... Here we go. Here, this is our territory. This is where we live. And our job is to explore the region and find potential resources and stuff that we can later exploit and bring back. And these are infinite sources. So we can get infinite resources from all of these regions we will be able to find here. So I'm going to send these teams out so that they can start researching this stuff for us so we can see what we will have available later. All right, so I'm going to go back. Perfect. And let's let time run, and they will go through their stuff. Let's see what's going on. That's done. Iron is stocking up again. Logs are stocking up again. This is exactly what we want to see. Our development is going well. And then we will literally just continue down and just develop everything, research everything we can. Because ultimately we really need over here the orchards. They're so important because that's where we can get infinite wood from. But until then, we're trusting our forests to survive. Okay, let's look here. What is the first thing that we want to set up a mine for? And let's see, we don't even know what we can mine for. So let's start with analyzing the closest deposit here. Thank you. And let's just see what happens. Yeah, we need to connect this to a road. And we need to set new development. Residence. There we go. Connected to the road. What do we want now? What do we have here? The maintenance building. This is a upgraded smelter, and this is an upgraded residence along with sand and glass. Let's go for the maintenance building. Oh no, I need more brick for that. Need more brick for that, then I need more. Okay, I need brick for everything. So let's chill with the development until we've saved up some bricks then. Let's see what this one yields. I'm always like I haven't played on this map before, So it's going to be really interesting to see what we get. Tin. Completely useless to us right now. That was a bad choice. Let's switch resource panel. There, we can go into this one. We can see a lot more resources. Now I can see how many bricks I'm getting. And there we go. I am going to need to analyze this. We got tin here. This is good that it's close. The only way that would be better if we have tin here and we have like bronze over here. Alternative companions. What? Animals for close friends. Pest infestation chances reduced. We do want that. Exactly. Yeah, we will need to increase our ration need, but we are keeping our chances for disease and pests and stuff like that down, which is super important. So let's see, what did we get over here? Iron, perfect. Very, very nice. We definitely want that. So we can upgrade. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, sorry. We need that later. So let's just set us to like this the iron. And you can see a star here. It's the operating class. Like if you don't have any of these, this doesn't work. This just enhances it. This is the actual uh, operating. Like if you don't have any of these, if the star was over here, I could have 10 out of 10 here. Building still won't operate until I put in at least one engineer. So keep that in mind when you are doing this stuff. So let's see. We have 2. So let's put in 2. But we also need to start educating up here. So when we're getting people, we will need to send some of them to school and make sure that they are educated and turn into engineers. No problem there at all. So what we will end up with ultimately is a fully functional mine that will drain out hundreds. You can see like they're finite too, but there's 52,000 iron in there. It's gonna take a while. Let's see, how does end year 4? 3 people died from disease. But we increased it by 30 from everything. Yeah, that's really nice. So we got another 10 population. Let's go over here and fill all member slots and then start training. And we will finish off the episode pretty much with and see how much we get there. So I'm just gonna set it to fastest so we can get that result as fast as possible. You can see it ticks away here. Currently we have a bonus. We also have 90% efficiency. Very, very nice. Which will be a nice combo over here. Message from scout team. Ooh, that is perfect. Let's finish this. Boom. All 5 turned into engineers. This is amazing. So let's see. What do we have for you guys? Let's actually do double for you. Let's do double here. And they should have housing. That should be no problem. It just needs to update. Yeah. Okay. So then we can go in here. Or are they engineers? A specialist. Worker, craftsman, specialist. Okay. I always call them engineers, but they're craftsmen. And if we look at this, this is the resources that we potentially can find in that region. And what resources there? These are the resources we potentially can find in that region. So now we can go in here and look at specifics and start looking at, hey, go here, scout that out, and I can tell that team to go to the valley and like scout that specific province out. So now they're looking at very specific resources we can find in each province in this region. So that's something that we will just keep an eye on and keep checking out. And then as we get the technology for it, we will start growing our what's it called? We will start growing our income of resources from that external source that is infinite and will help us a lot in like saving resources here. We can downscale certain things like iron. We don't need as much iron if we get a lot of iron, but if we get a lot of copper but not a lot of iron, we need to keep iron here, but we don't have to use the copper as much, and stuff like that. If you're really lucky, you get a lot of water, because that's the big bottleneck later in the game. Okay, then we need to. I think if we look here now, with this in, we make 68 iron a day. If we look at what one of our normal gathering camps do, they get 36 per day, right? And that is with a maximum amount of people working. So not as effective. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to demolish these places and move over some personnel into our mine, because we just need to have, or like, iron income. We don't necessarily need to have a lot of it. Same thing here. Don't need you anymore. Very temporary setup here, and I think we built one over here as well, right? There we go. And let's remove you guys, demolish this, so that we have a lot more free personnel now. We can actually start looking at using these effectively, and move some stuff over into um, making new stuff for us. Specifically, we will need more engineers down the line. We also have, exactly, we haven't gotten the full amount in here, and we do need more farms down the line, or like kale fields. So we're gonna build that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show. Like, we have, last episode we just went through a lot of, like, same as always, same as we did the first 3 episodes. It was just prep work, but all that prep work has allowed us to scale up and basically get infinite stone, infinite clay, and near infinite iron, at least for a while. And this is just one mine. I could set up 3 mines mining iron, like a single thing, right? Let's see. And yeah, these grow up again, so they will just keep chasing down rabbits and keep gathering stuff for us. And ultimately, let's see, what else have we been able to develop? Yeah, so we have set up a bunch of stuff. The only thing left for us to do, technically, I think, is the weaving. We can easily do that right now by grabbing in production the tailor, and I want to set the tailor over here. Boom. And it's on the fastest speed, so this is going to grow up very quickly as soon as the resources come in. There we go. And then we will also have clothes production. There we go. 50%, 75, and 100. Done. It claims it's not connected. Oh, okay, it is connected to road. There we go. And it wants one of the advanced we have here, the craftsman. I was about to call him an engineer again.
You did well, the innocent. You
And
really
then we
did.
put in 4 here, which means that we are now producing 35 clothes per day. This is really, really nice. And then they have arrived at the province. So let's check, what have they found? They found a potential water source. Perfect. This means that now this is an extra water source that we will be able to pull in to Camp Jack later. Also, if you want a better name here, if you have suggestions, like, send that in the comments, or however you want to do, smoke signals or whatever. I will just change the name. I picked the name because camp name wasn't as fun. So let's see, they're still traveling. But yeah, this is pretty much what we were planning on doing this episode, and I hope that it helped you guys, and I hope that you feel like you are learning and getting some, like, easy things to, or easy methods to make sure that you can easily grow your town over yeah, in the way that you want to, right? Or if you're just playing along and building exactly the way that I'm doing, you can just easily check through the video and see where I've placed stuff and how I've placed it and spaced things out. Like I have plans for spaces that I haven't used that makes it look disconnected and stuff. And I also want to make sure that I'm using the entire map. So it's not as dense as you would see it in certain other games. But I hope that you liked it. And if you appreciated this episode, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment. If you want to, join the Discord. And we will have a great conversation about New Cycle. So I'll see you in the next episode and have a good time. Bye!